Melvo lit that shit bang.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment. I want to do a follow-up on our stream from last night to correct some information and kind of condense things down so it's a little bit easier to see. As of right now, that stream has over 1,000 views, which is kind of surprising for me. It went on for 2.5 hours, so, you guys are all champs sitting through that. But, as you know, I was calling out Turkey Tom's video, and we did read through Turkey Tom's document, but a lot of people think that the document is the real proof. It's not. And I think we kind of thoroughly debunked it last night, but I'm going to go through the key highlights in that document. Now, what I'm looking up right now is Turkey Tom Pyrocynical, right? And as you can see, multiple people are jumping on to doing videos about it. Diesel Patches has turned on Pyrocynical, and, that's perfectly fine. I have no issues with commentary, dogpiling on people, because that's kind of what commentary does. And by that I mean you guys are amoral fucking bastards. But let's talk about weaponizing accusations of pedophilia before we jump into reading through Turkey Tom's documents and the highlights. As you can see here, this is a tweet from Bo Blacks, right? Bo Blacks, I think his video is right over here. I think even Turkey Tom retweeted Bo Blacks' video talking about how he read through his entire document. What you're seeing here is Bo Blacks, who's in an argument with this guy Grim, right? And it's over this whole thing with Creepshow Art. So what Bo Blacks did was take a video that Grimm had done prior to the release of the Cuties film, which I don't think I need to go too much into. But he had said that he thought the entire thing was a marketing ploy. It's not that bad. Netflix is just trying to outrage people to get them to watch it. Afterwards, Grimm uploaded another video when the movie was actually out, in which he said the movie 100% exploits children. But, Bo Blacks being Bo Blacks went for the cheap shot and tried to weaponize an implication of pedophilia onto Grimm. My point being that I think commentary has gone to the level of where we've seen a lot of the woke people go with racism, right? Weaponizing accusations of racism and then stretching the definitions to an extreme degree in order to label anything they don't like as racist. Now, is it that severe here? No, but they are completely willing to go that level with people that they don't like. And I find that completely fucking disgusting. Now, before we jump into Turkey Tom's document, this is going to be very key here. In the UK, under the Sexual Offence Act of 2003, it is legal to engage in sexual activity with someone under the age of 16. 16 is the age of consent in England and Wales. Now, this is the document by Pyrocynical. I will put it in the description of the video. I think everyone should read through it and make your own decisions here. But I'm going to go through the key issues that I have with it. Now, I'm going to be skipping through the new leaks section because primarily it's Discord conversations with Pyrocynical's now girlfriend from back before they were dating with this Ivory accuser. And the reason why I'm skipping through it is because I've said it as clear as I can. Pyrocynical was not dating this Ida girl at the time any of this was happening. Ida was not dating Pyrocynical at the time. You cannot use a conversation she was having with Ivory to prove that she must have known, therefore Pyrocynical must have known. Now, what you can say is, well, clearly Ivory is honest about his age because, that does come up here. But one thing, and it was in Turkey Tom's video, he pointed out that some people have come forward stating that Ivory lied about his age, but that was irrelevant. But he did highlight something I think is kind of important here. It was this tweet. Niall sent similar furry NSFW to me. I was 18 at the time, so no issues there. In probably early 2017. So he highlighted this tweet, but he disregarded tweets from other people saying that Ivory lied about his age back then. Who is this person? What is their connection to this? Because the people that said Ivory lied about his age and have not recanted that, they're just as random as this Sam person, from what I can tell. You think that would be kind of important information. But kind of neither here nor there. Let's keep going through what the actual issues are with this document. So over here, he never once disclosed that he was 15 at the time. Now, these are conversations, right, in which Ivory does disclose his age. And it's very hard to see here, but the age over here looks like it's from July. And as you can see here, He tells Pyrocynical that he is 16 years old in this profile link. That's an issue because age of consent in England is 16. And kind of, I'm glad that they censored this. This is one of the images of them engaging in these dude, the guy's into some sick shit. But this is from March of 2017. So we're talking about a 4-month difference. I'm willing to believe that Ivory probably did tell him his age, but at that point, age of consent is 16 in England, and Pyrocynical is not breaking the law. I understand it's a 4-year age gap, and that makes people cringe, but to be frank with you, my parents have a larger age gap than that. I'm 30, my wife's 26. It's no. And the idea that this is proof that Ivory was too young. I mean, first off, if that's your argument, you probably need to change the laws in England and not just England, because I wanted to highlight this really quick. Just to put my 2 cents into the Pyrocynical allegations, it can be fairly assumed that Pyro knew Ivory was American, where 16 is a minor, and this message does show that he revealed at the time that he was 16 and not 15. Problem with that is that the majority of states within the United States, age of consent is 16. Some are 17. It is actually 18, which is the outlier in this conversation. So age of consent in roughly 30 states in the United States is actually 16. So again, we're not talking about someone who is breaking the law. We're talking about an argument of whether or not a 4-year age gap with someone who's 16 should be cancel worthy. And I'll be frank with you, I'm just not there. Maybe my issue is that I'm just older, and I know that a lot of college students are fucking stupid as shit. People in their early 20s, 19, 18, are dumb as shit. And in terms of maturity, they just don't have it. But I get why it's creepy. I honestly do. But to say that this is proof positive that Pyrocynical is a pedo, you haven't done that. Now, my personal stance on this, age of consent should be 18. That's how I feel about it. Some people probably disagree with me. That's fine. I think a lot of people would agree with me. But the fact of the matter is that it isn't. So I have no clue what this entire thing is about. Now, if you want to argue morally he's wrong, well, fine. Like, the dude's into fat, furry fucking dragon porn. I mean, morally, I think the guy's got some fucking issues. I mean, but you haven't proven what you set out to prove. And instead, you have people, like this meat person on Twitter who is completely misinformed on this situation. And that's what commentary is doing right now. You're stretching the definition of pedophilia to this extreme fucking degree. And we're going to do another video talking about the other issue we covered in the stream last night, should be up later today, about how they've accused a 15-year-old of being a pedophile for chatting with a 12-year-old. So, yeah, again, as I highlight back to this tweet from Bo Blacks here, commentary is using accusations or implications of pedophilia to go after people they don't like. I find that sick. I find it disgusting. I think you guys need some serious fucking help. I don't think you have any morals. And well, maybe this was good intention. Let me go back to Ivory here. Ivory went on to Tommy C's channel and flat out said that he didn't know why he was accusing Pyrocynical of being a groomer, right? Because Pyrocynical was at never time trying to get nudes out of Ivory, was not trying to set up any sort of meeting with Ivory. But as you can see here, I'm never going to apologize for saying grooming, because that's what it fucking was, no matter what definition popped up on Google first. Yeah, I don't think Ivory is an honest person. And before we close this up, Ivory is a clout chaser. Now, in here, he points out that there was this tweet that was part of a copy pasta that Ivory used. Again, I never knew about this until Turkey Tom's video, but also this Discord chat in which Ivory sings about how E-Fame is all he cares about. First off, that is suspect no matter when you put it out, because if you're willing to do anything for E-Fame, but I get it, in terms of the time frame, it doesn't line up. What does line up, and why I think it's really screwed up that it isn't included in Turkey Tom's big Google Doc, is that one of the main issues was Ivory was seeking a shout out from Pyrocynical for his SoundCloud that he was dropping. Ivory had that SoundCloud pinned on his tweet as he dropped these accusations against Pyrocynical, who was unwilling to give him the shout out that he thought he was going to get. That's the argument of being a clout chaser. So yes, Ivory did have something to gain. He was dropping content. This blew him up. And, because now commentary is jumping down Pyrocynical's throat, Ivory is being lifted up as a valid victim, and his content is gaining more viewership. I don't know how else you want me to say it, but those are the actual accusations about Ivory being a clout chaser and his motivations. Now, does that mean that because he's doing that, it's proof that what he's claiming here is wrong? No, that would just be being honest and informing your audience properly. But I understand that was not the purpose of this document. Again, Pyrocynical did not break any law. If you have an issue with the morality of the situation, yeah, I mean, I do too. But should Pyrocynical be canceled? No. Are there actual predators out there? Yes. Is Pyrocynical a predator? Absolutely fucking no.
Let that shit bang.